Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to do? Tell a couple jokes and enjoy the view. I'll be here for you. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to prove? Write it down in ink, I'm a drunk tattoo. Always here with you. Don't you know that I'll be there for you wherever you go? I'm a guarantee like Curry Street and Harden Street. So whenever you're lost, I'm blue up on some cruise to see you soon. And when the show ends, the credits roll with our tune. The piano's out of tune, but I'll play it for you so we can have stuff to do in the afternoon. I'll be here for you, yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll stick till it's through, yeah, you know that it's true. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry. Sometimes we get drunk and buy shit that we find online. I'll be here for you, yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll stick till it's through, yeah, you know that it's true. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to do? Tell a couple jokes and enjoy the view. I'll be here for you. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to prove? Write it down in ink, I'm a drunk tattoo. Always here with you. Call me fast, I drive down in a flash. Two hands on the whip, won't crash. Changing lanes so quick, whiplash. Twist and turn so drastic, life feels like a Tarantino. Don't know where it ends, roll the dice, a casino. The piano's out of tune, but I'll play it for you so we can have stuff to do in the afternoon. I'll be here for you, yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll stick till it's through, yeah, you know that it's true. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry. And sometimes we get drunk and buy shit that we find online. I'll be here for you, yeah, I'll do it with you. I'll stick till it's through, yeah, you know that it's true. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to do? Tell a couple jokes and enjoy the view. I'll be here for you. Don't you know that I'll be here for you till we got nothing left to prove? Write it down in ink, I'm a drunk tattoo. Always here with you.
Shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Down. Get down. Down. Better get down. Down. Get
coming at you like monsters in the night, and you feel the danger that makes you wanna hide. When the cards are stacked against you and you're standing on the edge, now's the time, now's the time. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. I know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we can overcome. When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need her, I need her. When the darkness comes and we're overrun, yeah, I need her. That's when we need each other. 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 When you're falling faster and don't know where you are, you feel the danger closer than your heart. When the weight is getting heavy and the future is unsteady, close your eyes, close your eyes. Think about all the dreams you keep inside. Think about all the ones you love. I know this beating heart will be my guide. I know that we can overcome. When the world's so cold and we're losing hope, I need her, I need her. When the darkness comes and we're overrun, yeah, I need her. That's when we need each other. 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 That's when we need each other.
Hero, 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 hero. I wanna be a hero, hero. Oh, the hero comes, I can hear the drums and a horse is drawn to the kingdom come. Through the pale moonlight, our hearts ignite to the call. Oh, claim your prize for a crown of stars. In the name of love, be the sacrifice. You and I will stand and fight, our backs to the wall. Oh, hero, hero.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. My name is JinxeeKatt. I am going to be your host today. I hope you are all having a wonderful time as we get ready. I realize my desktop audio might not have been off, so if you guys heard all of the chats between me and the other team, then I apologize. It is I, JinxeeKatt, your crispy caster, casting this evening. Spent a little bit too much time in the sun today, and a little sunburn. Couldn't find the concealer, so if I'm a little bit pink in the screen, then I apologize. But we are here to cast, not talk about myself, Maximum Thrust, which I misspelled in the title. You love to see it. Maximum Thrust versus Wood League Express. So, before we get rocking and rolling too far in, let's take a look at some of these map-arinos. As you can see, the members of Maximum Thrust opted to ban out both of those dual lane terrors, Battlefield of Eternity and Braxis Holdout. The members of Wood League Express break my heart, banning away Towers of Doom and Infernal Shrines. Clearly, they don't like to have any kind of fun with their Wood League. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you very much for the follow, Big Admiral. They're going to go ahead and get rid of Infernal and Towers of Doom, though. The first map of the evening, though, you know, they recovered some points with Cursed Hollow. I'm gonna let them know that we are ready, and then we'll be ready to hop on in to game number 1 in our best of 3 series. I always love casting Division D. I think it is a really fun division to cast, just because, you know, there's so many strategies that everything like quote unquote doesn't work up above. Which I don't think is true at all. And then, you know, there are so many ways that the game is, like, quote unquote supposed to be played, that I'll bring it back over here. We head on into the draft. You know, you don't get to see a lot of the heroes that we get to see in Division D. Thank you very much for the follow. I have to move this. The Galahad, thank you very much. Put that bad boy right there. Alrighty, without further ado, let's go ahead and head on in to Cursed Hollow. Where am I? There I am. All right. So, what can we look to see on Cursed Hollow, my fine friends? Well, I will tell you. So, the biggest thing is you want something that can clear camps, right? That's the biggest thing. Something that clears camps fast and quickly, which are the exact same words. I don't know why I'm going word for word. You know, that's fair. Getting rid of Murky right out the gate, because this is a game where Murky gets an insane amount of benefit, right? So, gonna get the fish boy out right out the gate. Why is my green screen being farts? Oh well. I'll have to look at that later. But yeah, you know, go ahead, get it out of there. So you want to do the camps fast. You want to be able to clear waves fast, but you also want to be able to sustain a long team fight. So anything that can do that, you know, Li Ming gonna get taken away. One of the similar reasons, just because she can poke down from a really long time, keep that fight going forever, and her mana problems really only come to a head. There we go. I think that's fixed. That's better. Cool. Everybody's been having issues today. So her mana issues really only come from a team fight when she's getting reset after reset after reset. Ooh, broken band there. So hopefully the teams are willing to just whisper to each other why, you know, what they wanted banned, and they're gonna be respectful of it. So going ahead, getting whatever it is out of there. We'll maybe see when we get back into the game, we can kind of see what the lobby was after the fact. So something was banned, I assume. And now the side of Woodley Express gonna get rid of the Dahaka. I mean, you know, close enough. Fish, frog, same thing, right? Brightwing gonna be grabbed up here for user error. Let's go ahead and start updating this on my soothsayer here. So we're gonna lose the sound for a minute. Right wing, it makes a lot of sense to go ahead and pick her up early over on the side of Woodley Express. We're going to go for that Gazlowe and then Chromie. Interesting pickups here. So I like these. I like Chromie because she can poke and it takes, so much dive to get back to her. The right wing really doesn't say dive right out the gate. Of course, doesn't mean that they can't. We could go for the classic right wing bomb. We haven't seen that in 100 years. But, maybe today's the day. Division D where anything can happen. We're going to see Sylvanas come out for Diet Llama and anyone going to grab the Blaze. So this makes us really excited. We got to see, if you saw my last NGS cast on the channel, it was maximum thrust, and anyone played a pretty gosh darn good Blaze. So excited to see that come through here. Is it gonna be enough for this Chromie, though? I think is the big thing. Just because, you really have to be able to dive on top of her to kill her, which kind of seems like a no-duh thing. But a lot of folks think that maybe they can, just kind of look for the poke game. And Chromie wins that, which is no really surprise to anyone. This is a great pickup here from the side of members of Woodley Express here. They're going to ban away the Asmodan, so no split pushing. This is one of the things that can also counteract the Chromie is just... you don't want a team fighter? Fine. Or you want to be able to stall this because you have poke as well? Asmodan can get an insane amount of value there. So makes sense to get rid of the Asmodan. Anduin going to be the next ban out here from the side of maximum thrust. Now we'll get to see Woodley Express coming through here. A nice strong tank obviously would round this out. Something like a Johanna would be really strong. Whenever it comes to like Chromie and Garrosh, you have a little bit of anti-synergy since he's throwing him to the team and you want to keep him away. But May gonna come out here. May Malfury and a classic. And this is also another great pickup because we always tease, May is basically just range Johanna and then Malfury and a follow-up. Free root means free Dragon's Breath. But over here from the side of maximum thrust, Deathwing coming out for Vacuity, and Tassadar is going to be picked up by W-Star. Now this is interesting. So there still is a DPS available. We know that Vacuity does like to play that Deathwing and does play it very well. Big question here is this Chromie gonna be a problem? Because for those of you who don't know, this is a kind of a soft counter to Deathwing, just based in the fact that Chromie can just kind of get free pickoffs from Deathwing just having such a large hitbox there. So Tyke is going to round it out, and that's kind of what we expected. Some kind of DPS that can really chunk out the Deathwing. The big thing here is, you have to focus on more than that Deathwing. We want May, not Imperious. There we go. Bring it back over to us while we wait to get locked and loaded and ready into this game. We'll have to see as we head on in. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are as well. I always love to see myself a good Deathwing, and just because again you have counters to the Deathwing, doesn't necessarily mean that you can just make it an easy win for this game. But we'll have to see as we head on in. Game number 1 in our best of 3 series. We have over here on the blue side, it is going to be W-Star on that Tassadar that I forgot to put in. Anyone will be your Blaze, Diet Llama on the Sylvanas, Vacuity will be your Deathwing, and User Error on the Brightwing. This is maximum thrust. And over on the red side, High Admiral on that Gazlowe, Ice Queen is your Chromie, Saralath will be your Malfurion, Chauncey on the May, and last but not least, it is going to be Tychus, played by ES Cypher. So heading down to the middle where we can see all these heroes. Let's take a look at some of these talents. Everybody's stacking right out the gate. Chromie going for that level 1 deep breathing, not opting for the dragon. Oh goodness, the what is the name of that talent? The Vision. I'm totally having a brain fart right now. But going to look into stack that quest. Already has 1 set up so far. Blaze, of course, as the main tank Blaze, going for the new habits. And then Tassadar, the static charge. Nothing too out of the ordinary here. Brightwing, of course, going for the Hyper Shift because Blizzard was like, we don't want Brightwing to rely on Hyper Shift anymore. So we are going to, ooh, maybe look at ES Cypher where he gets very low. Great wall by W Star, but in the end, they weren't able to pick up the kill just yet. Down in the bottom lane, it is a little bit of a rough tumble fight as Cypher just going to back it up, play it safe, and thank you, Time Walker's Pursuit. Hang out down here with the Brightwing. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, we are going to see just casual clearing right now. It's simply what we expect. High Admiral duking it out with Vacuity there. They're able to both just kind of clear the lane. Nobody really does any damage to each other right now, sitting at about the same health. If you had to, you know, based on numbers, High Admiral would be winning this. Camps, of course, being taken down in the bottom by Chromie and Malfurion here, getting started on their own Bruiser camp. And then Sylvanas is started on this Siege camp here, while Tassadar and Brightwing do end up taking this Bruiser camp themselves. Sylvanas will come to help here in a moment. We actually do see the phase shift come out from User here, just helping Tassadar get a little bit more topped up there. So just focusing all on this. Clear, clear, clear. We love to see it. Level 4. It is that early game lull from Cursed Hollow as both camps are picked up. Both lanes, all 3 lanes, gonna be pushing. Both teams just kind of hanging out, getting those levels, currently trying to find a little bit of chip damage onto each other. We can see both teams are looking for that 3-man assault in the mid lane. The big thing here being you want to clear out those mid bruiser camps. Meanwhile, siege camps, well, that's the off lane's problem. Not my problem. Not my problem if you don't have a good siege. You'll have to worry about it yourself, right? Right. Hypershift will come out. It is going to be the red team's bruisers that are cleared up first here. We still have that spell armor to protect the members of Maximum Thrust. We may see them look to poke in a little bit more here before they start heading to that first tribute. In fact, you can see damage from Blaze. Diet Llama not using those black arrows yet, whether they use it grabbing their camp or if they're just saving it because they don't expect to be here too long. We will never know. But they are going to head away. Chromie is sitting on 9 stacks of the deep breathing. She should get more at this first tribute as everybody is starting to head here. And of course, fairly standard right out the gate. We are going to see Electric Fence coming in for Tassadar here. Spectrum, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome viewers of Spectrum. I hope you guys had a wonderful cast. We're in game number 1 in our best of 3 series. Division D West, Maximum Thrust versus Wood League Express. First tribute looking to get picked up here. High Admiral just healing up off of Gazlo. Ooh, Diet Llama going to eat all 3 of those Dragon's Breath stacks. We're going to see a lot of zoning coming through here from the teams. Saralath going to try and grab that, but great stunning zoning with that Molten Breath by Vacuity. Going to come in and just drop that lava pool there. Of course, going for a standard lava build. Sylv has to get over the wall. Anyone in W Star, very low. Hypershift coming out from Brightwing. And this is what we're talking about. Look at Ice Queen. She's so very healthy. No one can really step to her. In fact, no one can really step to anyone on the side of Wood League Express. They have a great defensive team. However, the poke is just so gosh darn good from both teams here. Neither one able to pick up the tribute just yet. Diet Llama eating those Chromie blasts, though, like cake. Great Paul. It's not going to be enough. First blood going over to the side of the members of Maximum Thrust here. May goes down, and as such, this should be the first tribute going to him. So great staying calm under pressure. You know, user error putting in double time here for the members of Maximum Thrust, able to get them that tribute, holding that polymorph. Great use of the Deathwing Heroic, of course, that happens just about, gosh, is it 3 minutes or so, a little under 3 minutes before that heroic comes up. So, you know, it was pretty much basically off cooldown for that last fight. They had it up, able to get that little bit of bonus damage, and that is just the power of having the Deathwing on your team. A little bit of early game pressure. Down in the bottom, we are going to see more pressure coming out here from Cypher. They have to dash away, just taking a couple of shots there from W Star there. Camp has been picked up by both teams. Zoning, zoning, zoning. we all know the name of the game. Acuity will be able to jump up and join their team later on. The big thing here, Deathwing does have the level 7 Skyfall. Ooh, Brightwing going down just before this tribute. You hate to see it. Is anyone going to try and interrupt? They are soaking around, but there are 4 members here. They try to get off that interrupt, but it's not going to be enough. As such, a couple extra Chromie. In fact, she's going to finish the quest 6 minutes in, basically. 5:45, a really respectable time here. Brightwing goes down. Chromie finishes her quest. Anyone takes a little bit of free damage there, but I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, especially as we look up here. You can see Diet Llama, Vacuity, and now User Error are back. They never left the lane, so we can just assume that it was never the intention of the members of Maximum Thrust to go down. Great mind control coming down. The Nature's Cure comes out. Not going to be enough to get him out. Sylvanas, though, will get stunned out by the Gazlo Explodium charge. It's a little bit of damage, but level 10 is finally online for the members of Wood League Express. That early level 10, though, ooh, we did allow for this fort to take a huge chunk of damage. Great use of the Gravo Bomb there, nearly killing Sylvanas all by themselves. Ice Queen is back now, does have the slowing sands. Gonna take a big chunk out of Acuity. Diet Llama once again, just skirting the edge of death. Every single fight we've seen them in, they've been 25% or under, it feels like. Gonna have to teleport back. And despite getting that top fort, this might put the members of Maximum Thrust in a little bit of a hard situation for this next objective. In fact, everybody is already so zoned around it from the members of Wood League Express that, ooh, Deathwing though. Deathwing with the Skyfall. Going to be able to stall for quite some time. Waiting for those meteors to fall here. Ice will come out, will connect onto Sylvanas. Going to be a little bit late on that stun. Beautiful timing, though, with the Malfurion root. Sylvanas not going to get out this time round. Beautiful wombo combo. The follow-up from the Gazlo, just a follow. He's just, mwah, chef's kiss. Absolutely gorgeous there. So Will Sylv going down. That is going to be the tribute going over to the side of Wood League Express, who are really coming into their own in this late, or this mid-game here. Gonna get started on their own boss. We'll see if Max Thrust wants to do the same. Deathwing is soaking down in the bottom. They're gonna be able to do it rather quickly with the Gazlo, with the Tychus, just burning through the boss. The members of the blue team not looking to do the same. They could now that Sylvanas is back up. They're going to just go ahead and opt for the Bruiser here. This does give the rest of the members the opportunity to come and invade, come look for it if the blue team wants to fight. The hard thing here is, though, they have Deathwing, so invading on a boss can be rather risky. Instead, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and get set up for this tribute, which will be cursed for the members of Wood League Express. So I think is a really smart play. They know that trying to fight against the Deathwing in this choke could be devastating. So instead, just going to get set up and look for the objective. Deathwing has taken to the sky. Icewall will come. They try to find Diet Llama once again. Unfortunately, just going to split the party there. Out comes a beautiful task while lots of damage. Mind control coming out onto High Admiral. There's going to be the Gazlo, but unfortunately, Megan to push people away. Catches Brightwing, but that's more than enough to take down the squishy Fairy Dragon. Not having that healer going to be devastating for the next 20 seconds. Deathwing is in the sky, but no, landed up in the top. They decided they were just going to forego everything that was going on and eat this curse. Wood League Express sitting in a pretty spot right now. Definitely had to deal with that top boss. They couldn't risk getting that objective and fighting the boss. Blaze is going to drop the bunker. Beautifully done there. Chauncey is going to look for the rest of them. Anyone is going to be saved by a Brightwing. User Error going to be able to blink to that Blaze. Not going to get left on the playing field for the time being. And now it's all about just defending here. The big thing, though, 4 members here. Finally, Sylvanas is going to head to the mid lane. Oh, anyone in so much trouble. The Ice Ball will come out, but once again, just barely missing the members of Maximum Thrust here. Fort is looking rough. Great stun onto Chauncey there. It is the Mei is going to pop that little bit of healing from the cryo freeze. Brightwing once again hyper shifting onto the tank. Chauncey is locked in. Deathwing is here. They find the stun. Chromie will pop the time out, but that may have sealed their fate. Beautiful route from this Malfurion, saving the day every time. Deathwing gonna land, but nobody left to fight here. Everybody just skating away. We're taking a look at the Mei build. A little bit different than what we typically see. They've gone for the Crystallize at level 4 and then the Induce Hibernation, which has worked out well in these team fights. Really prevented a couple of teams from, swinging in the favor of Maximum Thrust. However, that does mean they don't have that extra move speed. They don't have that extra armor in case something like that does happen. Chromie gets in a little bit of a sticky situation. They're not going to have that extra boost of speed. They're going to have to rely on either the Mei zoning, the Mei Ice Wall, which is going to cast Tassadar here. Oh, nearly connecting on the stun. W-Star immediately going to be saved by Brightwing here. User error taking quite a bit of damage himself. Chauncey going to get hit with the mind control. They didn't have anything in the back pocket to save themselves, and as such will end up falling there. Great play. The Gazlo tried to drop it down with that Gravel Bomb as well. Unfortunately, Maximum Thrust really have the idea of what's going on now. And you can see they're spreading out beautifully. They're not looking to get caught in this wombo. They've gotten caught in a couple of times already. However, that doesn't mean that it is an easy fight here. As the members of Maximum Thrust are adapting, you can see Wood League Express are doing the same thing. Saralath is doing such a great job putting folks to sleep, keeping their teams nice and topped up. Big stun coming out from anyone. They pop their trait. They're going to get the Unstoppable off. Oh, W-Star takes so much damage, is able to jump out of that deep breathing, which of course we did go for the upgrade at level 7, or in Chromie's case, level 5, that Mobius loop, but does the extra damage and does a little bit of extra slowing. And then of course, going for the fast forward. So that is, of course, if Chromie's Sandblast travels at least 50% of its base distance, she hits a hero, then you reduce the cooldown and refund mana. So allows her to keep in the fight just a little bit longer. 16's online for both the teams now here. So an even talent fight definitely is going to land. Ice Wall gonna catch onto Sylvana as they're not able to follow fast enough with that wall. Ooh, Diet Llama just absolutely eating all of that chroming damage. Really been the hard focus from Wood League Express. W-Star will be sent out by Gazlo. There's going to be the Gravo connects on both DPS. They're still trying to get out, but in the back, High Admiral taking so much damage. W-Star taking so much damage. Blaze going to drop the bunker. Chauncey is low. Saralath trying to keep them all healed up. Anyone stuck in the slowing sands. Only Vacuity can step up. W-Star looking for blood. The Roots, though, will zone them away, being forced into these chokes. Beautiful read by W-Star. Finds Malfurion. We're going to see the Bellowing Roar come out. Tychus's drill immediately vanquished, and this will be that objective going over to the side of Maximum Thrust. Very, very well done. They're going to grab that and then just look to continue grabbing camps along the map. Members of Wood League Express do have options available to them. Malfurion will be up shortly. Both these teams are fairly healthy, and their boss is available. So don't be surprised if we see them go to grab the boss. Cypher is waiting for everybody. Going to go ahead and get that started. Great play, great read by them. The members of Maximum Thrust looking to get their own boss done as well. Based on the teams and how their damage is done, we should see them just about finish this boss simultaneously. In fact, there's that blue boss. Red Boy going to be done in just a moment here. Malfurion is back. Another even talent fight. The big thing for here, though, is that Wood League Express need to grab this tribute, right? If they don't get that tribute, they have the boss pushing in the bottom lane, and it's cursed. This is a really unfortunate situation for them. However, Maximum Thrust don't need to grab this. Ooh, Vacuity gonna take so much damage, and that's so unfortunate for the members there. Looks like it seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication, maybe. The members of Wood League Express absolutely ready for anything to come in. He was gonna come in, get the stall, but just so much damage. Instantly, Snap came out from Wood League Express. Boss needs to be cleared. Boss needs to be cleared down on the bottom lane. It is pushing on that keep. So that was a big thing, right? First tribute for the members of Wood League Express. If they get it, Max Thrust doesn't really necessarily care, right? Because it doesn't mean tribute, it doesn't mean curse. They can just kind of chill for a little bit and then fight them in the next one. They can get that objective at any time in the next couple. However, Woodley, they really needed to fight for that, so you can bet your butt they were all in position, and that was just an unfortunate chain onto the Deathwing because he was there, and then honestly, he wasn't. I've never seen a Deathwing die so fast. Taking a look at the traits, we do have the 80 stacks up in the rhythm, so that is 0.03 times 80. Someone can do the math. Extra minigun for Deathwing. That followed up with just the insane amount of bursts of Chromie. It doesn't matter how much armor you have, right? That's a big dead boy. So Acuity, though, is back up, going to be able to help their team stall this out. And once again, this is a tribute that the members of Maximum Thrust can look to avoid, but the members of Wood League Express would like to collect. They're going to try and get the interrupt off here. Anyone in position. And it really does help the members of Maximum Thrust, though, to just kind of stall out the members of Wood League Express here, because up in the top we have the siege camp pushing, so the longer they can keep them down here, the less time they have to deal with that. However, they don't need to die over it. So anyone in a little bit of trouble, great sun coming out. Deathwing, though, going to land. There's going to be the ice wall, there's going to be the grab surge, but it is just going to be about Furion, who goes down. Beautifully timed. A little bit of overlap with the ice wall and the gravel bomb coming out. Tassadar, though, will pay the price. We are going to see Vacuity get very low as well. Every heroic, save for that Cataclysm and the mind control, have been used. The members will kill Deathwing up in the top. It's just Dialama, user error, and anyone here. The members looking for blood. High Admiral is going to try and get that back off. The rest of the team waiting to see if anybody comes for any kind of sneaky play, but smart plays here by the members of Maximum Thrust. User error left all by themselves, but has that blink here. Level 20 is online. May caught in that mind control. Going to take so much damage. No 20 online for them yet, but they will have to back out. And really, hats off to the members of Wood League Express. They were down 20 in that fight, but they did manage to take it. Just having such great zone control. And that's something I would like to see from Maximum Thrust a little bit better. Because we've seen them go to these objectives, but Wood League Express have already been set up, right? They've got their slowing sands down. They've got the extra damage from the Gazlo just ready to go. So in all these choke points around all the zone control, Wood League Express really have the upper hand. So I think if Maximum Thrust could just get there a little bit earlier and set up, or try to maybe stall with the Deathwing Meteors a little bit longer, then they'd have a much better time, because they have great poke as well. WSR and Tassadar has been doing a great job keeping folks at bay. When they have the opportunity to just kind of hang out and find those loopholes, they do really well. But 20s are available. See Deathwing landing, and we already have the channel coming out from Sarah left. Anyone takes so much damage, has to pop the bunker. They interrupt the hyper shift action. That is going to be Black Hole coming out. Chromie taking so much damage. Excuse me, Chauncey taking so much damage. Diet Llama dashing into the fray to avoid the Gazlo Graviton surge. However, that is going to be 3 for 1. Sylv gives their life. High Admiral so very low. That's a 5-man team wipe. This is going to be the curse going over to the side of Maximum Thrust, and I don't know that Wood League Express can defend here. We have the camp available. No keeps are down. Sylvanas is dead. It looks like they just need to get this one keep super quick. You can see nobody's too concerned about grabbing these towers. This should be game here. 30 seconds until anybody who can really defend is going to be up. The big one actually here being May, because her heroic ability does work on Deathwing, so they can stall for just a moment. The keep is down already, though. They're on the core. 10 seconds until anyone can do anything. And it looks like game number 1 is just going to head on over to the side of Maximum Thrust. The core is falling slowly but surely. May is alive. We'll see if she's able to come out. The stun, the gravel, oh my goodness, the black hole coming out. That is going to be the ice wall, but it's too little too late. Game number 1 going over to the side of Maximum Thrust. GG. Really, really well done. Beautiful black hole. They knew exactly what May was looking for there. So went ahead and just prepared, anyone came around with the stun. The follow-up black hole doing so much damage. And W Star, the MVP, in my humble opinion, of this game. For the side of maximum thrust. Saralath definitely going to be the MVP on that Malfurion for the members of Wood League Express. Really, really well done. Very close game, 10-7 in terms of kills. And it was honestly anyone's game. The teams did a really great job of just zoning folks away, playing to their strengths. In the end, though, that last team fight was just too devastating. We saw the ice wall come out, the Gravo bomb overlapping with it was super unfortunate because that's kind of the core of the combo. After that, there wasn't a whole lot they could do. Chromie was pumping out as much damage as she can, but in the end, just great kills. Diet Llama giving their life to secure the kill and avoid the Chromie damage. Just absolutely beautifully done. Go ahead and update those score screens and then see where we're going for game number 2. Remember, folks, this is a best of 3 series. So the members of Wood League Express are down, but certainly not out. In fact, let's take a look at where we are. If you're just now joining us, welcome, welcome. Can we see talents? Absolutely. Why don't we go ahead and check those out? So, excuse me, pardon me, wrong button. Goodness gracious. Yeah, some talent. My brain's all over the place. I apologize, folks. I promised Maximum Thrust that I wouldn't give them a meme cast like I did when I was super drunk the other day. But taking a look at the talents here for the teams for your viewing enjoyment, and then we'll take a look at those maps, all the updates and whatnot. All right, the big one's interesting coming out here. For me, this is an unusual May build. Not what we typically see, but it's still one that got a lot of value. Really trying to put damage onto the Sylvanas and the Tassadar, going for the fresh powder at level 16, and then the big one at level 20. Of course, upgraded mind control for Sylvanas. Stood in the Fire classic. Kugel Blitz is one that I'm a really big fan of. We don't get to see it much, but we definitely saw the value it got in that last team fight. Just putting those Psystorms underneath every single one of those heroes that was caught in that choke was just expertly done. So very well played by W Star there. And of course, Chromie going for a fairly standard build, going the Adhoral Anomaly, trying to get that vision for her team. Then, of course, stopping some folks in key moments. Other than that, Piercing Sands, typically what we expected. Did Sylvanas have Mercenary Queen? She did. So they had those bonus mercs at the end. Barb Shot, an unusual level 7 pickup here. So, of course, that's for that extra little bit of damage, which allowed Diet Llama to just pump the numbers. Always interesting in a team fight because you can't 100%, guarantee that every single shot is going to hit one hero. But in a 1v1, it does a great job. So really well played by both the teams. Standard Explodium build for Gazlo here. So we're going to take a look at the maps. The second one has been picked up here. So, ooh, I'm excited. I'm super hype. So we'll update this all in real time here and then head back over to my ugly mug before we get rocking and rolling for game number 2. I'm super, super excited. We're going to see what which team picked it up, but I won't keep you waiting any longer. Game number 2 going to be, as soon as I update, please, Alterac Pass. And I suspect this has been picked up by Maximum Thrust, but it could be, the members of Wood League Express picking up their map here. And it looks like first draft is going over to Team 2. So with that, we can infer that Maximum Thrust, although they are nice people, they are not overly generous and have picked the map. So Alterac Pass picked up by Max Thrust for game number 2, and I'm really excited. Personally, because I get to see Alterac Pass play, but I don't have to play it myself. It is one of the lower priority maps in NGS that we see a little bit less of, but still, you can get an insane amount of value. 2 bosses, a core that heals itself. It's just everything that terrorizes teams all rolled into one. So we're almost ready to get rocking and rolling here. I'm going to bring it back over to me as we get started and say, hello, friends. How are you all doing? I hope you're having a wonderful time. Thanks so much for stopping by. We appreciate you hanging out and spending time on the JinxeeKatt stream. There are a lot of places you could spend a Thursday night, and I'm glad you chose to spend it with me. A moment to just double check, see where a match I'm definitely interested in is standing here. So good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let teams know that I am ready, and then we will be ready to get heading out for game number 2. Thanks so much for your patience and everything. Creeper Bots, thank you for the rating party of 10. Welcome. I hope you all had a wonderful stream. We're just about to get kickstarted into game number 2 in our best of 3 series, so you are just in time for the draft. Since we do have a raid, we're gonna go ahead and pop back over to the maps super quickly. Good to see you all. Thank you very much. So as you all can see, if you're just now joining us, then welcome, my friends. The members of Maximum Thrust, Band Away, Battlefield of Eternity, and Braxis Holdout, the members of Wood League Express, Band Out, Infernal Shrines, and Towers of Doom. Our first game was picked by Wood League Express on Cursed Hollow and won by Maximum Thrust. And now our second game has been picked by Maximum Thrust. We're just getting into it. It is the wrong button, Alterac Pass. So Li Ming going to be banned out once again by Wood League Express. This is becoming a cornerstone ban against the team. You know, last time we saw him play on the channel, we did see Li Ming get an insane amount of value, so makes sense to get her out of there. Brightwing this time going to be banned out by anyone on the side of Maximum Thrust. They they had a really great time with the Brightwing last time. They're not first pick this time. She's a great hero, probably one of the best in the world currently in the game. You know, in the game world. So get her out of here. I apologize if you're joining us. I promise I'm not always as crazy, but the mind is running and I'm along for the ride. Murky once again gonna be banned away. Dahaka, another favorite, taken out here. So we'll see what the members of the red team want to go ahead and get picked up first here. Lots of great options. You know, we could look for the classic. Avala is still apparently pretty strong here. Nazebo is all the rage. Zagara, not the hot anymore. She got changes, and Chromie, once again, gonna be picked up. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So lots of great damage coming out in that last game. Hoping to get a little bit more value from this one here. And since we have Chromie and this is Alterac Pass, what I would really like to see from Maximum Thrust is I would like to see a Stitches. I hope they pull it out here. I don't know if they play as Stitches, but if they do, then of course that would be super exciting. So we'll have to see what's coming out. Sylvanas and Anduin coming through for the members of Max Thrust this time around. May have to hold off on that Stitches, but fingers crossed. Anyone, if you're listening, you know what to do. Didn't pick it up on Cursed Hollow, which breaks my heart, but you know, they did an absolutely great job on the Blaze. Managed to hit the stuns this time, so you love to see it. And this is turning into a spicy draft from Wood League Express. They got a little bopped in the first game, but now they're ready to do the bopping. Going for the Varian Phoenix. You don't get to see too much Phoenix this day and age, and I'm always a fan of a taunt Varian, so I am really excited to see what they do with this. We're going to go ahead and update all of our bad boys here. And this is just, you know, straight up, we kill you. We kill you. We end your life. Malfurion is going to be banned away, and I think that is 100% a smart call. Malfurion in last game was absolutely devastating. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, I really, really recommend you go back and watch the VOD because it was really, really well played. And this combos so nicely with the draft that Wood League Express have here. So makes sense to get it out of there. They can still pivot into something like a Stukov. They will have to wait for maximum thrust here with the Tassadar being banned, which again, you know, I think both the key players were banned out in this banning phase through here. So Stukov still available. Blaze once again coming out for anyone here. Will be a great counter into what the members of Wood League are trying to set up because come level 10, if they want to jump on top of the team, he can't just pop the bunker. Everyone can hop in it and be safe. And then Anduin, of course, can pull whoever is being taunted. Sonya coming in for Vacuity this time. You love to see it. Always a great pick. Not as dominant as she used to be, but still a very powerful hero. So get her in there. And there it is, Stukov being picked up as we suspected for the side of Wood League Express. Well, this is going to be devastating. Ooh! Ooh! What is happening here? Oh my goodness. So there are a couple of things. The most likely situation is that Chauncey and High Admiral will either swap lanes or they will swap heroes, and it's going to be a main tank Johanna and an off-lane Varian. But they could also do the off-lane Johanna, right? So W-Star going to pick up that kill toss. I think that follows up great with everything they're trying to do. It also does shut down a taunt Varian. And we're not seeing the heroes. Oh, they did switch. Darn it. I was so excited. I was hoping it was the off-lane Joe. But Chauncey and High Admiral did switch here. So way to go ahead and bungle up my the soothsayer here. I'm going to have to change everybody around. So Chauncey is the Johanna. Saralath is the Stukov. And High Admiral will be playing the Varian. All right. And then, of course, we're going to give W-Star a hero this time. They are playing that KT. So going to go ahead, update those bad boys, and then we are ready to rock and roll for game number 2. Hold on to your horses, folks, because it's about to get spicy as we head on in. On the side of maximum thrust, we have anyone on that Blaze. W-Star will be your Kale Foz. Diet Llama once again on the Sylvanas. Vacuity is your Sonya. And User Error will be that Anduin. Over on the red-hand side, we have High Admiral going for that top lane on the Varian. We've got Ice Queen on that. Chromie Saralath is your Stukov. Chauncey is your Johanna. And down in the bottom, it is ES Cypher. Heading back up to where all the action is. Take a look at these talents. Looking to bring it back for Wood League Express. Will we have a series on our hand as they all get set up and ready to go here? Chromie changing her talents up a little bit this time, opting for the once again the first time, going for those stacks, getting that extra Sandblast clone to just try and stun folks out. And a spicy rotation coming out here. High Admiral trying to get away, not going to get stunned. Great use of the parry, misses every single skill shot. Out come the black arrows. This is the late game tower cheese, or early game, late minute, whatever you want to call it. Not cheese at all. Will come out. That is going to be the tower destroyed. Great gank attempt from the members of Wood League Express. Excuse me, maximum thrust onto Wood League Express. They managed to grab the tower as the booby prize. And for right now, just going to push the lane. Sonya is going to make a rotation to this camp here. We are going to see Chromie and Stukov head that way as well. Going to be a little bit slower here. In the mid lane is the good old tank soak off. Johanna opting for the Laws of Hope as we suspected. This is the typical Joe talent ever since the rework. And when going for the light well, not one that we see often, but still a very great pick for just the area around. Anytime you're going to be in one place for a long time, makes sense to grab the light well. Going to see the stun come out. Chauncey takes a little bit of damage, pops the Laws, eats only a smidgen of it. Everybody is once again early game lull, doing their chores. I love when supports do this. Drop the light well for your off lane so they do have just kind of that healing totem. They can come in, fight, stay a little bit longer. You know, they don't have to tap as often. It really, really is a great play there. So Vacuity, actually a little bit of double soak coming through there. They have to deal with this camp. Gonna eat a little bit of Chromie damage, a little bit of JinxeeKatt damage. Not gonna get hit by the silence. Will get hit by the stun. Lose about half their life here. While the rest of the team, though, they're already taking a 4. Really given value with this Sylvanas here. For not long for this world. In fact, first board of the game is going to go over to the side of Maximum Thrust. It's really what you love to see. They have the Sylvanas. They have a great understanding of what their win cons are. So going to look for that early fort is really going to be devastating. Not so much early on here, as this first objective is going to be down in the bottom lane. But, you know, as we get on later, we are going to have those top objectives. Of course, that does make it harder to try and contest that top boss, should that be an issue later on. So really solid pickup there. Of course, the members of Woodley Express, no slouches either. They are going to end up getting that middle front wall, which can be really strong, especially if you're going to try and stall out here. They don't really have the long stall on this objective currently, so not as terrible as it could have been for them. They will have to step up a little bit further. But if they want to try and escape and make the easy getaway, of course, not having that wall is going to make it more difficult on them. Once again, though, Chromie going for the Mobius loop at level 7. Looking to get some bonus damage on that Dragon's Breath. And again, sitting ducks with the objective. Anytime you try to channel, that's free target practice for Chromie. Currently not here. They're going to jump onto Varian. Great stun from KT coming out there. Beautiful condemn, though, from Johanna. Vacuity going to try and chase them away. This is going to be maybe the start. Ooh, nicely done by Stukov here. They've just Stukov'd the gate. And this is the problem with not getting that early fort down. They're finally going to find the stun from KT. Saralath will take a lot of damage, but they will have that silence available soon. Standard Stukov build coming out here with, of course, Brecht, Blissosporus, the Biotic Armor, and then the Long Pitch. So looking for their own zoning. Sonya running for her life. They try to find the silence. Nobody there to follow up, though. So everyone just has to kind of back away. And while Sonya is being chased by the whole U.S. Army here, anyone looks for that objective, not going to find it. High Admiral will eat a face full of fire, but nothing they haven't dealt with before. Just going to back up, get some healing from Stukov. One of the values of having Stukov over Malfurion this time is they are going to have that out-of-combat healing they really didn't have in the first game. So eating this poke damage isn't as bad for them. Anduin's Leap of Faith was used down there. Varian has gone for the Twin Blades and is just trying to bonk Diet Llama hard. So always fun to see a Twin Blades Varian. Not what we typically expect. Lots of damage coming out. Trying to find user error, but they're juking and jiving like a madman. Great stun from anyone. High Admiral on the support, though. Anyone has to turn around. Vacuity looking to duel it out with Chauncey here. Great zoning from W Star. Ice Queen chunking away. Chauncey, though, first blood in game number 2. Sonya may not be long for this world. Actually manages to survive. High Admiral looking for blood. May have overstepped their hubris a little bit there. Ends up going down. Both frontliners down. Great stall from Stukov, though. You know, you can't grab this with the way that he's positioned. Are going to see the objective there. Ooh, stun comes out, but not going to get hit by the flame strike. Only ends up denying the inevitable for now, but they bought time for Varian to get back, and that's the important thing. Meanwhile here, though, we are going to see Diet Llama and the rest of the crew look to push down this middle lane, really trying to interrupt. And this is kind of what I was talking about with that mid lane wall, why you want to get it down, because it is not safe for Saralath to try and come and drop the silence anymore. Anytime somebody rotates around, that is just going to be a free bonk for them. So they are looking through it. Anyone going to take quite a bit of damage here. E-Cypher does have that shield, so not worried about most damage they took there. It will regenerate up, albeit very slowly, since they have to wait for that Sylvanas poison to go down. First objective is heading on over to the red team. They have, or excuse me, the blue team, who have their level 10s available. Chromie also has hers, seeing as she gets it at level 8. So I'm going to see those slowing sands come out right now. A little slow from anyone who is playing the flank really nicely here. So slow coming through for this minion wave. Actually going to end up dropping that down so they can focus their mana on to just bursting down this objective. Anyone taking quite a bit of damage. Great positioning there. Will slow down the minions a little bit. Well, not long for this world. Not going to hit the stun. There's going to be the light bomb. The mind control will take out Very and Chauncey running for their life here. W-Star will take a little bit of extra damage. Black Arrows turns off the fort, so no damage from the fort for hitting those heroes. However, we'll end up running down here. This should be the fort going over. Objective is still very healthy, and with everybody defending here in this middle lane, bottom was taken by this bottom objective as well. So Cypher going to deal with that here. Still very healthy, getting that little bit of extra attack. We should see Sylvanas get her black arrows up soon. So this might be a really early keep for the members of Maximum Thrust. Silence coming out, great leap of faith though. W-Star has no mana and needs to be very careful here. They only have 14 stacks on their level 1. Mana addict. So 20 is where you get that shield. Have to be careful because they still are very susceptible to Varian and Johanna. Level 10s coming online for the members of Wood League Express here, who are looking to bite back in the middle game as they did in game number 1. They have the Blessed Shield, which will allow them to set up quite a bit here. I can look for some of these picks chased down a little bit easier. Up in the top, potentially looking for Sonya here. Checking that top boss. Sonya's also checking the boss. Ooh, doesn't throw the blessed shield. Ooh, Chauncey, they're looking. Vacuity, though, just going to get away. Not sure if the minions see them here, but everybody is just kind of hanging out. Anyone going to check the bush with the oil. You love to see it. High Admiral separated just a little bit here, but not going to be picked off yet. For now, the members of Wood League Express just backing away, but they're managing to drag Maximum Thrust across the map. And that's really what you love to see. The team is leaving. Nobody left from the side of the red team yet. They're actually all going to come down now, but they very well could have just taken that boss while these gnolls are being cleaned up. Of course, they have to clean up their own gnolls, so they find the charge onto Vacuity. Ooh, lots of damage. Blessed Shield and the Planet Cracker coming out. Leap to get out of the way. We're going to see timeout come out from Chromie here. But really, really nice combo. Beautiful trade from Wood League Express here, who really got the extra value in that little skirmish there. Down on the bottom, chores need to be done. There's a huge amount of soak being left here. Lots of big heroics to use. Johanna will have hers up in 30 seconds, but of course, Phoenix's Planet Cracker is 100 seconds. So a little bit longer on that bad boy. Boss has been started up. This isn't the quickest boss team in the world from Maximum Thrust, and you have to know that Wood League Express has some semblance of an idea of what's going on here. They're actually going to burn it down a lot faster than I had originally anticipated. Nobody's able to get on the point just yet. Great stun from anyone. That is going to be the boss going down. They're going to drop the bunker. Mind control on a Chauncey. Falling sword, or excuse me, light bomb will come out. Find the stun. Blessed Shield saves the day. High Admiral gets off that parry. There's the leap, though. Oh, he was almost out, but it mattered not. And Chauncey does not have that extra unstoppable shield. Now, that is going to be, once again, both of those frontliners going down. Rough play here for Wood League Express. Sylvanas going to immediately just pop out those black arrows. Looks to bonk them all down. Does have it for this keep. Maybe just a smidgen. Actually doesn't. So this is just going to be the boss and the 5-man push here. But really extra value coming in hot. So Phoenix will end up going down in this trade. W-Star, I was going to say, needs to be careful, but was not careful enough. Ends up just getting bopped by Chromie. Great root coming out here from Stukov. Not going to lead to a kill yet. Boss, nobody's really going to worry about it. They have 2 keeps available, so that will recuperate. Both the frontliners are back. Sylvanas needs to get that extra tap. Top boss is available, so we'll see if any contestants are coming through to that. Of course, objective, the thing that everybody forgets on this map, is also available. Oh, Varian gonna come in. Blasted Shield comes out. Planet Cracker from over yonder gonna come out. Anyone surrounded by the whole U.S. Army. Diet Llama dives in, gets away with that level 13 Windrunner. The members of Wood League Express just going to choo-choo down the lane. They managed to get on top of this objective. 18 seconds left to go. We'll see if Thrust can push their way back into this. Sonya coming in onto Stukov. Lots of damage there. There's going to be the light bomb. High Admiral will end up going down. Saralab is so low. Chromie trying to bust out the damage, but with no frontline, there's not much she can do. So that is going to be the members of Maximum Thrust securing the camp with only 1 second left. Immediately gonna head for the boss, and this is a really smart play by the members of Maximum Thrust. These macro calls have been so clean. Just one of the cleanest camp games I have ever seen. Looking for these forts, looking for these bosses, these camps. You know, it makes me kind of wonder why they're in Division D, because this has been such a clean game from the members of Maximum Thrust here. Wood League Express, they have to clear out these nulls. They're going to head back in. They have a great combo. Unfortunately, Varian just getting a little bit too pushed out in these fights. Great silence from Stukov. The Chromie Diet Llama just getting shredded in that fight. Bless Shield will come out. They end up losing the camp. Out is going to come the Phoenix here. Anyone is going to take quite a bit of damage, get stuck in the slow, but finally manages to escape. Lots of big heroics used there from the teams. Boss needs to be dealt with. In the meantime, though, Varian looks for that back line. Is going to end up being in a little bit of peril here. He's going to fight it out. The reduced healing coming out. Jumps onto Sonya. Oh, man. Phoenix almost finding W Star there, but not going to be the case. Not able to grab that back objective. We are going to see the objective picked up here from the side of Maximum Thrust. And this is looking like a really precarious situation for Wood League Express. They have 2 keeps down now. They have 2 lanes pushing in hard that need to be dealt with. Top lane is just under constant pressure. But of course, anything can happen. Just carefully look to push out this middle lane. The only one with the keep left here. This is an interesting play from Maximum Thrust. They could look to try and end the game here, but with 5 heroes up, they think it's better to just go for that extra key, make the core fall that much farther. Varian is going to dive in there. They're going to look for this silence route onto W-Star, not find it. Diet Llama, though, takes so much damage, has to back away. Phoenix does come out. Sonya leaps in, just eats Cypher's shield, not going to be able to get away. User error running in with their very own light bomb. Takes a big chunk of damage, but the keep will fall. This is pushing in from every single side. It is looking grim for the members of Wood League Express here. That core is falling fast. 5 very healthy members on the side of Maximum Thrust. The core is falling fast. That's going to be game number 2, and the series going over to the side of Maximum Thrust. GG. Very, very well done. Great game. Oh, beautifully done. Great game from both the teams there. Maximum Thrust is such a clean macro game. So nicely done. That early fort is you know, that's honestly something that you typically see in like a Storm Division game, right? You understand what your early advantages are and you press them. You know, even Division A and Nexus games, heroic games, you don't always see that kind of commitment to the plan. So just really cleanly done. Very nice there. Great job by the teams. Beautiful light bombs coming out from user arrows. Take a look at the talents here. Neither team getting to level 20, both of them getting to 16. And it was just unfortunate. There was a lot of CC to deal with High Admiral there. They actually ended up going for the Banner of Stormwind to give themselves a little bit of speed in and out, but just didn't quite work out for what they were looking for. Still very nicely done there. Really great games by both the teams. However, this is going to be the 2-0 taken by the members of Maximum Thrust, and they are pinging me for an interview. So I'm gonna hop in to a chat and we can get talking about all that good stuff.
Hello.
Hello, we are joined by anyone from Maximum Thrust. How you feeling after that domination?
Yeah, that was good. We attribute it to our game one ban strategy, which you may have noticed.
Yeah, yeah. So what did you did they give you an option to ban Kiro game number one, or was it just LOL unlucky?
Well, I like to run a lot of stats and have some spreadsheets going. So we're looking at the data and trying to decide, and then time ran out.
Oof.
So
Unfortunate there. So
anyways, yeah.
But despite that, a little bit of a rough mid game. You guys did manage to take game number one. So what was your big strategy? Because they take you to Curse Hollow. But that typically means we know what we're doing in terms of macro. Was there anything you guys worried about, or did you just try to play your own game?
Yeah, well, we went in with the Brightwing as a pick ban because their healer, in addition to Malfurion, plays a lot of Brightwing according to the numbers. So we said, okay, let's get that, and then the Deathwing was the big counter pick there, right?
Right.
So we said, okay, they've got more CC than we want to deal with. Brought in the Deathwing so he could just kind of walk all over it.
Yeah.
That being said, they definitely womboed us. Like their the Mei combos with the gas bombs and the walls were not great for us. So
yeah.
yeah.
I was going to ask, how did you, did you guys kind of come up with a strategy around that? Or did everybody just kind of know to look out for it? Because the first time the level 10 combos came out, it was just kind of, one big bonk. And we were all like, oh, that's so unfortunate. And then, the second one wasn't as bad. And then after that, they weren't really getting the value out of that big wombo that I think they were hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a combination of we knew to expect it. Tassadar, I don't know if you noticed, was pre kind of black holing.
Yeah.
So we often take Tassadar's. I mean, the black hole is so good for wombo deny. So
yeah.
I was misplaying and went the wrong way and almost died, and then I misplayed a different thing and almost died again. So I like to think I kept them busy and distracted.
We've all been there, and if it works out, it's not a misplay. It's a galaxy brain play. That's the big one.
That's right.
But no, please, like after this, go to W Star and be like what a champion game number one. I was telling the chat, I was like, they in my opinion were the MVP of game number one for your team, and then Malfurion for the enemy team, which you guys did end up banning away because there was one point where they're just juking and jiving through all of the AoE that they had around one of those tribute fights, and then they go into a corner and just sniped a hero, and I was like, that was a nuts play that I would never think of in a million years. So just really kudos to them. They did a great job.
Yeah, no, he's been on the war path for ranking up in Storm League. So yeah. But don't give him too much praise. His head gets a little big, so gotta watch out there.
Of course, definitely. So game number 2, you take us to Alterac Pass. Now, was this just kind of based on some of the scouting you did, or is it more of a comfort map for you guys?
Yeah, I like Alterac Pass. I like the snow. I like the theme. It's a good map.
Yeah, absolutely. So, were you guys at all surprised by the variant? Because I saw the variant come out, I'm instantly in my head, taunt variant. This is gonna be a spicy taunt play, and then they ended up swapping off of that for the Johanna.
Yeah, I mean we assumed the taunt variant. We did have a a butcher pocket play lined up if Varian was going to be the tank. But we didn't get to use that because
Darn.
but yeah. So yeah, no, it was. I mean, yeah, Johanna, we've been I've had we've had a tank coach for me because you can tell I'm bad at tanking.
Aw.
So trying to anyway, she's coached me into not worrying about certain heroes as much, and Varian might be one of them. So we weren't that worried about the Varian because you can play around him in a way that you can't others. We were scared of the
definitely.
Phoenix because like Phoenix, we had a game last week, maybe, I don't know, who like successfully was like, maybe it was a Storm League game, but like they were just like womboing the crap out of us with Phoenix. So
Yeah.
we weren't excited to see Phoenix come out.
Yeah, definitely. I can absolutely understand that. But you guys were able to, pull it out. And I just wanted to say, like, what a clean game. Whoever was doing your macro shot calls, again, give them a pat on the back, because I was even saying to chat, like, you guys did such a great job understanding when you could take advantage. That early fort play was, something that we see in like Storm Division. So just really, really well done to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. So that's it. I mean, there's not a whole lot to say about game number 2. It is one of the cleanest games I've seen in a long time. Only one dying, one hero going down. We'll take a look here. So everybody can actually flame W Star. Maybe take him down a notch if they were the feeder on the team.
But we actually did right before the interview.
But great job, y'all. You did a fantastic played a fantastic game. So I'm gonna leave it over to you now for any shout outs and call outs you want to do within reason. The floor is yours, my dear.
I like the within reason, just in case I take a little yeah. Yeah, no, I think the whole team's been doing really good. I'll give a shout out to some of the teams we've been scrimming. Div E team, I can't remember their team's name, but we've had a lot of NGS folks who've been playing us with us recently and getting us into more practices. So I appreciate the community, especially in the Div D land, kind of banding together and making everyone play better.
Absolutely. So now, one last question for you, because this has been, kind of a thing, like up in Div B where I play, everyone gets kind of a big head because some of them are Diamond, and, Diamond is basically Master, which is basically Grandmaster. Do you ever play teams that you haven't played in the season yet, or do you kind of hold off until after you've had your matches against them?
Oh yeah, no, I don't look to scrim until we've played them. We don't want to tip our hand.
Makes sense.
But we definitely see a lot of like the last season, last few seasons, like Clouded Minds, who's in Div C now.
Yeah.
We would run into them in like Storm League like 2 or 3 times a night.
So it's basically
a lot of grudge matches happen in the Storm League.
Right, definitely. Alrighty, well, that is all from you, my dear. That's all from me. Thank you so much for chatting with us. Thanks for letting me cast your game, and you have a wonderful evening.
All right, take care. Thanks again.
Thank you. Alrighty, my loves, that is going to be it from me today. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks so much for stopping by. We're going to see who is still casting games at this point. It looks like Linehouse's match is just ending. Tedger may still be rocking and rolling. And then, of course, if you guys have any love to give for your favorite NGS caster, Jinxie, then the best way you can do that is by voting me at the end of the season if you like what you see. No, I'm just teasing. I don't want to sway your vote. But any biddies, subs, donations, I do this full time. If you want to get one of those pins, !! Pins in chat, it'll take you right to the form to get a super awesome Jinxie pin. They cost $6 hairs, and I would be forever grateful if you would help me keep the brand alive. Otherwise, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye, friends.